Alright, so we're on our way to getting this thing back together, and on today's menu is going to be taking care of the oil pan. Now we got a super cheap steel oil pan, but there's a couple extra upgrades I want to make to it before I put everything back together. So, stick around. Alright, so this is a pretty standard LS oil pan. It's got AN fittings through, and it has a single baffle here. And due to the placing on this thing, which is rear sump, that baffle is only really good for hard braking. So, we're going to try to improve this baffle design with a couple pieces of our own. So let's just get rolling here. Alright, so we're going to have to get a couple measurements. We've got 2 1/4 from this bolt. We'll kind of make a mark there. And then, let's see. So if you can see that, I marked right where the pickup kind of lands. And then we're going to figure out how we want to shape our baffles. It's like we do have this other baffle in front to take care of and keep an eye out for. So I'm thinking maybe one single angled baffle, maybe? Yeah. Well, gotta take a little off the top. All right. A couple pieces of tape to hold that in there so we can test fit and see how badly it doesn't fit. Cut a sizable notch out of there. So essentially what I got is our baffle piece here, and then we're going to put these guys in here for a little trap door. So as long as we're away from that piece there, we shouldn't have any real problems. Maybe we should just mount it right up here in the front. Something like that. So we need to stay far enough from that edge that this can open up. Yeah. That should work. So I'm gonna have to trim out a hole for these, and I'll be back with you shortly. All right, so this is my baffle section. I welded on a tiny little nub on this thing here, so it'll keep the flap from opening too far, because sometimes if it opens all the way up, it can get stuck up. The standard baffles in here usually have like a little spring that engage there, but figure a hard mount probably worked just fine. So, slide this guy back in there. And we'll be sitting pretty good here. So, yeah. Guess I'm just gonna run over to the welder, put a couple zaps up here to hold it in place, and we'll test out how it works. All right, so that actually fits kind of well in there. Let's just, out of curiosity, see how this may or may not work. Well, it actually holds that out pretty good. Let's go pivot it the other direction. Yeah, that equalizes really quick. So if it's all piled over there, that's almost, I don't know, half a second that equalizes. Whereas let's try going back this direction. And look at how long it takes for it to drain back. So you hammer on the brakes. Actually, let's see. It's rear sump, so you hammer on the brakes, hits this way. And then slam on the gas, slam this direction. This way, dumps it that way, goes that way. So any way you put it, you've got to have at least this level in there. I'm liking it. And then we'll come in off this side with a bulkhead fitting for the 8AN. And so we got a place to drop the turbo. And I'm gonna have to clearance out this hole a little bit, because it's a little shady in there. But this looks like a pretty successful operation. All right, we dropped the level down some more so you can see, maybe see a little better movement here. Let's just dump as much as we can to the side chamber, and that just equalizes instantly. Drain that whole back chamber so you can see that's pretty much empty. Flip her back up, and it's just slowly seeping back in. Empty it out. Nothing. That's a pretty good outcome. All right, so that's gonna do it for today. We got that baffle all rigged up. I'm letting all that nasty oil drain out of it. So, yeah. Anyways, that should take care of a lot of the oil starvation issues that you might have in different accelerations. They come in all different types. There's other ones that move the pickup tube a little more center and then have a diamond shape in there. But this here will at least help it out a little bit more than it has there. And then we'll probably put a quick little sump accumulator thing in there. So just in case there's a loss of oil pressure for some reason, it'll keep the engine moving. But that's enough for today. I've got to get working tomorrow on tearing apart half of the backyard and front yard and side yard. So a lot of stuff to do, and hopefully I get that done so I can get another video out by, what would that be, Monday? Yeah, Monday. Anyways, thanks again for watching, and if you want to see more, make sure to stick around, subscribe maybe, something like that. Anyways, I will see you all later.